best life. We wanted to talk a little bit about snowbirds living in Florida for the first time during summer. It's tough. If you're used to the North and New England weather, then you are used to the cold, and what you have to do to survive it is to stay inside, find projects to do in the house, and that type of thing. Well, if you are now living full-time in Florida, you have to do the same thing here in the summertime. It is so hot. It's rainy every day. You have your afternoon rains. You can't really go to the beach because it's too stinking hot. It's just way too hot. So you can't. Living in Florida in the summer is way different than living in Florida in the wintertime, because then it's beautiful weather. It's lovely out. You can do summer activities in the winter, but now you're here and it's actual summertime. You can't do it. You have to learn to think differently and do inside projects. You can like run to your pool and then you have to go inside in the air conditioning. You have to dodge the showers every day, and it's not the same as everywhere else in the world in the summer where you have like a lot of fun outside. You just can't be outside. It's too hot. So what do we do instead, Jeff?
Well, we do DIY stuff.
Yeah.
Things that need to be done inside the house that we can do, that we're capable of doing, and basically maintaining, our property.
Right. So that's why sometimes you see us doing all these DIYs, because that's what we can do in the summertime. When we will return back to Sicily, and why we're waiting a little longer, and one of the reasons is because of this summer weather. We don't want to be in Florida in the summer if we have a choice. We would rather be in Italy in the summer. Even though it's hot in Sicily in the summer, it's not like it is here. You're able to actually do things even in the evening, and you don't have your rainy season in the summer there. So there are way more benefits to living in Sicily in the summertime. And the summer and the fall are our favorite times in Italy. So we want to try to go more with that direction, and then be in Florida in the months that we prefer, which is the winter and the early spring. So that's what we'll be probably doing, and hopefully you'll continue to follow us as expats living in Sicily and living in Florida as what we would like to call snowbirds. So today we're going to finish our projects of renovating the kitchen and let you know what more prices and decisions we've come to. So one of the things that I learned in Sicily is that I like to keep my neck warm. I really got in the habit of it. I felt like I got sick less. I know that a lot of people laugh at the Sicilians and Italians that are always wearing a scarf. And here we are in Florida, and I have a scarf around my neck. It's made out of silk, and I actually did a print on it with eco printing. I have a few of these for sale if anyone is interested in that. But it's silk, so it's nice and cool. But what happens is it's 94 degrees right now, right here, sitting in the car. And when you go into a store, it is freezing in there. So you're dressed, sweating outside, and then you go into the store that's freezing cold. So I wear my scarf. And if I get too hot in the car, I take it off. Sometimes the air's blowing in the car, I keep it on. So I know it sounds crazy to wear a scarf in the middle of summer in Florida, but it works for me. Maybe it'll work for you too. Okay, so I had a poll that I took on Instagram, Facebook, and on my YouTube channel, and it was to try to find colors that would be what you would pick for your upper and lower cabinets, going with our existing countertops and floor tile. So what I ended up realizing is that everyone really does have different colors, likes and dislikes. And so I know for me, the things that I prefer in the calm zone. So I'll show you a picture. So basically when I pick colors, I ended up picking all of these blues and greens that are part of the calm zone. And if we were going to sell the house, I wanted it to be able to fit in with other people's styles, and mostly you know, that would be whether you want high contrast with a really, really light white and a really, really dark contrast, or, you know, so that goes more to farmhouse or contemporary. And then you'd have the transitional people, what they would like. So I thought it would be better to go, instead of with a real prominent blue or green, more of a neutral, just to make it, that way you can add whatever colors you want for anyone's color style, and it just made more sense to go with that. I ended up picking Swiss coffee and cracked pepper because my doorknob that we had already picked out is this, and when I put it against the blue that I had, it looked really weird. So I went with Swiss coffee and cracked pepper, and I thought it looked really good with the doorknob that we had already chosen. It's kind of a brownish black with gray in it. And like I said, I usually really like more of the calm blues and greens, and that's what our house looks like, and I thought that worked well with it as well. So that's my choice, and we'll keep you posted on how it worked. Okay, so what are we doing today, Jeffrey?
Yesterday we took these two cabinets down, this one and the other one that's already up in the garage. And they were up in this corner, and as you can see, I've patched the screw holes. We did that all yesterday and last night. And although these are good cabinets, there's nothing wrong with them. They really are very high up here. I can reach them, but of course, Gigi can't reach them because they're too short. So they're kind of useless for the most part. So we're going to replace those with shelving. We're going to make some custom-made shelving. They will be lower.
Floating shelves?
Yeah, floating type shelves, and they'll be usable and more practical for what we're doing in the kitchen. And just removing them now and filling the holes in, as you can see, we're going to paint that so you won't see any of that, but it's made the kitchen actually feel more open, airy, lighter, and so forth. You put stuff in them, but they kind of, they're just more of a little storage area than they are a daily use type thing.
Right, and they had the old oak.
Yeah,
red
the old
oak.
honey oak, which was very popular, and we're going to change that. So.
Ciao for now.
Ciao, ciao.